and so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
You've got to join forces, man.
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well. What would make Martha leave the rest?
Whoops.
Something has happened to Martha. We need to speak with Otto.
Yeah, again, another thing of the last 5 years, at least that has been answered, so I was wondering, well, why the hell have you not made any progress in the last 5 years? I guess, even though it's been that long a time, and it's so imperative that he learns how to harness the power of Ifrit, Clive has not been able to do it. He can't summon Ifrit at will and do what he needs to do, and as we saw with Drake's head, you can't really destroy those mother crystals without your iconic powers. And I guess he doesn't want Jill/Shiva to do it. So I guess that's the reason why they haven't been able to make progress. But he also hasn't been... The brothers haven't been seeking each other out either in the last 5 years, which I also find interesting. They're both, I guess, kind of tackling things their own way for now, but they will come together. And there's been so many of these kind of elliptical things happening in the story that I could definitely see them basically being forced to fight each other one more time because of Ultima. So we're going to have another Ifrit versus Phoenix clash, and then that probably turns into the Ultima battle at the end. That's my theory for now, which is not all that outlandish, I think.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Right then. It's time for the hunt. Surely. You're wondering what this new board is behind me, aren't you? All in good time, my furthest friend. All in good time. God damn it! Still no hunts. I really thought it was time. Such a tease.
Ah, my favorite pupil.
Right. Let's get this as well about Vivian, and then we'll move on.
One would think.
My role was abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours the guiding light of knowledge, that of matters military and political, both past and present, that it might illuminate your way ahead. For it is only by understanding what has come before that one might steer one's way towards a brighter future. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I might continue to appraise the dispositions of the great nations and those who rule them. And of course, to pay attention during my lectures. It would not do to appoint the storied Ninetales as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice. Humble one she is.
I admit.
When I took up my professor's bonnet and began teaching at the University of Canberra, I did not think for a moment that I would one day find Sid the Outlaw among my pupils. But nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life, and we both know how that ended. Has it been a year already? Such is the peril of an overly inquisitive mind, I suppose. One is wont to uncover that which others go to great lengths to ensure remained hidden. Were it not for you and our mutual friend having come to the rescue, my curiosity would have likely proved fatal. But instead, I was not only saved, but granted a new lease of life, as personal tutor to a band of outlaws, no less.
A far more reputable fellowship.
Than anything in the academic world, I assure you. Ask about the Crystalline Dominion.
My beloved homeland.
The crossroads of Valisthea, where only one has to stroll the streets to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its mother crystal yields more shards than any other, and its lands even now remain untouched by the Blight. It's a blessed country indeed.
Or at least, it was.
Until Sanbreque elected to invade and establish a new holy capital upon Twinside's heretofore neutral shores. It pains me to see the land I love so changed, and even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew that Emperor Sylvester had designs on the Dominion, but to abandon Oriflamme, the seat of the Holy Empire since its inception, seemed too audacious a move even for him.
Allow me to educate you.
Speaking with Vivian in the Hideaways map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current goings-on in Valisthea. This is nice because, like I said, with these kind of political, like warring stories, I sometimes struggle to keep up with this kind of stuff. I'm always a bit more interested in the personal stories, well, a lot more interested in the personal stories than the big kind of, the bigger picture of the wars between the nations and the realms and the empires and all this kind of stuff. Whoa. That's kind of cool. Let's have a look at this.
I have the details here.
Here you can view a detailed visualization of character relationships in Final Fantasy XVI that updates you as you progress through the main scenario. Wow. That's really cool. Ambrosia. Knights of the Flames. Yeah, I mean, it's... I don't think it's necessary so far. Like, if I never saw any of this, I don't think it would be the case that, oh, I can't keep up with the story. But I think it's pretty hard to say, oh, I don't understand the story, when the game's... It's already done a pretty good job, I think, well, a very good job in general, of telling it through its, like, cutscenes and its dialogue anyway, and they've given you all of these resources. I think it would be a bit... I think it would be very unfair to say that, like, oh, no, I can't keep up with the story. And we have not seen Annabella since Phoenix Gate. I'm pretty sure we haven't, right? Not at all. That's kind of weird. So we haven't seen her. It is damn detailed, I have to say. I'm impressed. Yeah, I'm really impressed. They've done a good job with this. Traveling companions, attendant to Margaret. Yeah, she's been incredibly loyal to him throughout the entire story. I think she deserves a bit more. She's just been this incredibly loyal servant without whom probably the Dominant of Fire couldn't have succeeded. Okay, so here you go. So this actually happened. This is what I was waiting to see. Yeah, I generally really like the way they've constructed this. It's a really nice way to just, you know, reaffirm relationships. He just calls Shiva's dominant and Sid the outlaw. They're just called traveling companions, interestingly. So not that they are in some kind of relationship. Confirms survival, that's all. Allies. Yeah, I definitely want to see more of Annabelle and what she's been up to since then. Okay. That's that. Avenging Sid. Mysterious being. Cool.
Study it well, Clive.
Right. What is going on? I'm going to go to the present day here. It's going to take too long otherwise. I just want to be sure that I'm following what's happening in the present day. That's what matters the most for now. Holy Empire of Sambrek. Northern Territories. Wait, no. This is what I want. Okay, let's get another look at this. We've got Crystalline Dominion. Right, so this is the Waloed Kingdom. Sambrek. Rosaria. The Iron Kingdom seems a bit detached from everything else. An archipelago nation situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at Craiglos, whatever the hell that is. The Mother Crystal, Drake's Breath. Yeah, so we took down the Iron Kingdoms. Wait, no, Drake's Breath. It was Drake's Head and then Drake's Breath. So it's not a dragon. I think it's a drake that's wrapped around Grieger, the statue, by the way. So the Imperials and Dalmechia are fighting here over the Crystalline Dominion. The World at War. The Republic of Dalmechia declares war on the Holy Empire of Sambrek over its annexation of the Crystalline Dominion and marches its armies to the border. Yet with the blight ever spreading, the Empire is not willing to give up its new Mother Crystal and the blessed land surrounding it without a fight. And so that's the main fight going on there. Drake's Breath. Rosalith. Do they show you where the rest of the Mother Crystals are? So, okay, Drake's Head is the one that's been taken down. Warfare. Yeah, we can't see like every Mother Crystal at this point, I think. Yeah, we definitely can't. Okay.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
It is. Okay. We can definitely go now.
Volunteers, just say the word. I dab hand when it comes to the old fisticuffs.
You want fisticuffs? Oh, there's a thingy here? There's a side quest here? Where?
Of course.
Oh. Let's quickly have a look at that. I will continue to try and do them as we go. It's nice to see a bit of water as well, man.
Finish with that long.
Welcome back, Sid.
Damn blighted bilge. Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so.
Assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest, that's for certain.
Okay. Slay thorny thistles at Curltail Falls. Let's do that. There's only one, so we'll be able to get back into the main quest pretty quick. And to be honest, we haven't been able to use Sid's abilities for a long time. Oh, I doubt... Oh, we can? I was thinking we probably can't make that jump. Let's check the abilities quickly. It's been a while already. Ramu channeled. At least we have a lot of ability points now. So, land. Land. Yeah, it's nice, but it's going to be a bit much at this stage. I think, you know what, I'm still going to do this, and then maybe I can equip it to Garuda, and then that frees me up another slot to put something else from here, so I can use this, for example. So that's what I'm going to try here. Let me save. I think I haven't saved in years. Oh shit, yeah, it's been ages. Hopefully we don't have a recording issue. That would be really shit. But yeah, I would like to master Heatwave. So that means, if I have this right, this one I feel like I can not, yeah. Okay. Can I swap him? Oh. Yeah, so that's good. Now I can swap this with something else, like, let's say this. I'm going to keep this here, otherwise I'm going to keep spamming it accidentally. And it means I can maybe start battles with this more, or something. We'll see. Need to experiment a bit more with it, but it might be helpful. Heatwave cooldown. You know what? Let's get rid of this one. I've not exactly been getting absolutely destroyed. Okay. Obviously going to need a bit of adjustment again, but should be okay.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
So let's see how this works with this stuff. Yeah, like it looks cool, but I don't know how much damage it's actually doing. It's still alive. Let's see how much damage this guy does. Obviously, juggling 3, we're going to have an adjustment period here, but it should be okay.
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Okay, that's nice and easy. I want to try a bit more of this blind justice. I just want to understand how it works a bit better. So now I've done that, and then I just let go, or I press it again. And then...
Farewell.
Fair enough. Yeah, we'll need to get used to that.
Finish with that long back, Sid.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh! Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
That's nice. Yeah, after all the madness of the last 2 hours, we needed something a bit more chill. What's that at the bottom? The 10 points. Increase attack by 12. That's pretty good. Can I see what that is? I can see ability points, skill. Yeah, I don't know what that is. That's weird. In any case, I think it's time for me to... I don't need to go to that, I don't need to go to that. We can go to the next story bit. Back to Martha's Rest.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to a physical.
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Yeah, so we've got 10 of those points again. I guess maybe when we have enough to do something with them, then the game will tell me.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
If those Orsons touch an hair on Martha's head, I'll kill them all myself.
Yeah, good luck with that. Right, we have to go all the way here.
Attack! Sickle! Over here! Go, Torkel!
Well, okay.
Look. Up ahead. Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something. Tell us what happened. What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened. The Black Shields? The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds. Poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
It seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
Yeah, so starting the battle off with that, I guess, is kind of nice. Obviously, I'm way OP for those guys, but it's a nice chance for me to actually use some of these abilities. Just try them out.
Time to fight.
Yeah, this ability is looking good. I like the way that it just carries on a bit as well. That's dope.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
I was expecting him to just shout, "I am the law!" I mean, now that I have 3 sets of iconic abilities, going to string them together as much as I can.
Get him.
I haven't even used my limit break. I didn't realize there was anyone else left.
Sick him. Get him. Farewell.
Light work. Ability points coming in thick and fast, which is good.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
For now, at least, I'm not putting too much stock into these guys. I have 20 of these points now as well. Okay. Cool.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.